Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, good news and bad news. The good news is that we're gonna have the undisputed fight, but in the lightweight division, Devin the Dream Haney, undisputed champion with 23 years old, the youngest one to ever do it in the lightweight division, versus Lomachenko, one of the baddest dudes we've ever seen. Let some people tell it. But he's damn a good fighter, for sure. That's it. And hey, he's a member of the Ukraine Bring the Pain crew. You know what I'm saying? I always be saying Ukraine bring the pain. I'll preface this video by saying that. Like, Ukraine is all that. Let's be honest, people. Ukraine, the Klitschko's reigned. I ain't trying to rhyme, but the Ukraine reigned 10 years in the heavyweight division. Vladimir, you know, awesome fighter. But his brother Vitaly, even better in my opinion, because he was tougher. We had that. We have Alexander Usyk, who is a legend already in the, cruiserweight. What he did in cruiserweight, he didn't have to do nothing in heavyweight for me to be a Hall of Famer, to go to everybody's backyard, to beat them directly in their backyard in the cruiserweight division. And, I like to name them, right? Marco Huck in Berlin, Maurice Brides in Latvia, Marit Garcev in Russia. Before that, beating Michael Hunter Michael Hunter in the States, and Glowacki undefeated at the time in Poland. After that, beating Tony Bellew in England, Chisora in England, and Anthony Joshua twice. Legend, right? Not to mention somebody you mentioned, Gvorchik, Alexander Gvorchik, who was light heavyweight, second best dude behind Beterbiev at the time. Beterbiev beat him, and then he retired. Also a good fighter, right? Shoot, Victor Postal, Darianchenko, whole lot of people. That dude Karen, I think Chad, whatever his name was, I don't like to do that either. I like to be able to know their name, so I ain't gonna mention him. But the guy who fought Rashida Ellis, no, not him. Who Chad but fought? Karen. Who fought Karen? Y'all know. But anyway, the no, Boots Ennis fought Karen, right? And Karen was able to move a little bit, wasn't he? I still haven't watched that fight though. But the bottom line is Ukraine brings the pain. It's plain, right? But here we got Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, and it's supposed to be happening in May. And as far as I'm concerned, that's effed up, right? It's effed up. It's effed up because at the end of the day, now seeing as though Devin Haney has went through hell to become undisputed. Hell. And I'm saying it. First of all, he's not even with his promoter that he was with before. He was with Eddie Hearn. Had to leave him to go sign with Top Rank, which he didn't want to do, just to get a fight with Kambosos. Let Kambosos get about 10 times more money than him, at least 5 times more money than him. And Kambosos ain't no damn 5 times better than Devin Haney. Just to do it. Had to also sign twice to go to Australia to beat him twice. Just to do something, and people knew that Devin Haney's the better fighter. But he had to do all that just to get undisputed. Not to mention, we had he was asking to fight Lomachenko since he was 20 years old. Y'all remember Lomachenko? Lomachenko was able to get a franchise title then instead of fighting him and then going on to fight Teofimo Lopez and lost, right? And then he was matter of fact, Devin Haney wanted him to fight before his second fight with Kambosos after Devin Haney was undisputed. He was waiting to see if Lomachenko would fight him. And Lomachenko went on to fight Jermaine Ortiz. That's when he went to say, for F it, let me go on and fight Kambosos again. Right? He was waiting for Lomachenko. Lomachenko didn't feel froggy. He went to fight Jermaine Ortiz and lost. Right? He lost that fight against Ortiz. I'm sorry. But Jermaine Ortiz didn't complain too much, but Jermaine won that fight. I've watched it at least 2 times, and I scored it, and Jermaine won that. But, Lomachenko's still good, no matter what. The problem with some of these things, when fighters are good, just say they're good. Stop saying they're the very best and stuff that we've never seen. That's when you go overboard. You don't even have to. Just say they're good, and we'll be fans of them. But don't be acting like they're better than everybody. And Devin Haney been wanting it forever. So the point here is, Devin Haney is supposed to be A-side here, and Devin Haney wanted to fight in March before Ramadan. Damn it, then the fight's supposed to be in March before Ramadan. And if not, then damn it, the fight. Because Devin Haney's undisputed already. He should just go on and move up. But he doesn't want to. You know why? Because Lomachenko has been said that he's so great. That's why Devin Haney is going to do this to his body to try to stay down for another fight for Lomachenko. He wouldn't do that for anybody else, I don't think, right? But he wants to get the Lomachenko on his resume, and that's why this is. But it still ain't fair. Damn it, the fight should be when Devin Haney wants the fight to be, right? And that brother ain't got to, keep, taking a back seat to everybody because everybody ain't better than him, right? That's the kind of stuff I don't like. It makes me want to boycott the fight. But I like both of these guys. Lomachenko, he enjoys the privilege that he has, but he doesn't go overboard with it. For example, he's the guy who said, man, fighting Terrence Crawford is suicide. He's never says he's the very best. He says who's really the best and stuff like that. He doesn't let all these things go to his head like some people do when they get privileged. Like, for example, Teofimo Lopez knew damn well when he won that fight against Lomachenko that he wasn't undisputed. But he's like, well, the media gonna say it, then so am I. That's, when you start, saying, oh, well, shoot, I got this privilege popping off, I might as well use it. Canelo as well. To be able to be on some way on national TV talking about Demetrius Andrade is a horrible fighter. And people didn't laugh at him. Like, we can't see Demetrius Andrade. When you say stuff like that, you do know that we have eyes. You got to go to a planet where they don't have eyes. Well, you can't come here and say Demetrius Andrade is a horrible fighter and we're looking at you and you ain't better. Like, just because people are saying that. That means when they start using their privilege and knowing it, then that's when they irk me. Other people, like, I've noticed about Lomachenko. He knows he got some privilege popping off, and he know he ain't as good as they say he is, but he's still damn good. But he doesn't say all those things that they're saying. Notice that. So when I notice that about him, so I'm gonna go on. I'll check him, but I'm not gonna go in on him like that because I realize that he's not being idiotic about it. It's just them around, right? And so that's why we got to be real on stuff like that. But at the end of the damn day, we supposed to be fighting when Devin Haney wants the damn fight, and that's supposed to be in March. So in May, having the fight is effed up. Because it's supposed to be Devin Haney's negotiation, and you got to do what the hell he say. But it ain't popping off like that, right, for the brother. But it don't matter. We got the fight in May. I'm just a little peed off because I think the fight should be when Devin Haney wants it. It's really that simple, y'all. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm out of here, y'all.